cruising in my lane fast, call it high speed. I've been working hard, yeah, I've been working nightly. If you think you'll win, ha, not fucking likely. I be taking shots, yeah, cold-blooded, icy. Watching numbers grow is what I call sightseeing. In the front row, run it up when they hype me. The following grows, they know how to ignite me. Call me CEO, I've been running shit right, see. And I ain't playing games, I create my own lane, making pleasure out of pain, turning losses into gains. I'm the boss, I'm making change. I've been rocking.
Yo.
Alright, let's start with the tour. So, you know, they patched disconnectable TCs, but saw this one on some of the videos. There's the upkeep, you can disconnect by shooting that or destroying it. And to reconnect, all you have to do is just put a twig there and put the frame back on. Alright, so even if that's close, if you build it right, you can't actually shoot through it. As you can see, it's just nothing there. You can't see anything. The gatehouse. You are seen by turrets the moment you step in going through doors. So there's one turret there, and there's going to be another turret over here. Take another look. There's going to be a turret below as well. This is for door campers, so you can see them. This is going to be for defending the funnel or your furnace panel. For example, if they break these walls and the furnace, right away they're going to be seen by that turret. They try to break it, it's going to shoot them. They try to break this one, and there's going to be shotgun shots on both sides as well. It's going to be a little hard. And if you're defending a raid through there and they actually destroy those, you can just throw grenades. And when they hear it, they run away, you can shoot them. They're all dead. Going back out, if you would take a look, there's going to be multiple angles where you can shoot raiders from if they enter through here. So you also have turrets inside as well, but if they destroy those doors by like shooting rockets into these gaps, there's going to be turrets defending it. So yeah, this is a bedroom here with a battery and a locker, and also you have peaks that are looking into, again, the furnace funnel. With these doors open, you can safely spawn and then go inside the shell from here. In the shell, you have these peaks that also, again, look at the furnace wall, and you would have these ladder hatches that will bring you into the shooting floor, into the core. Going in here, you're greeted by shotgun traps and turrets. So it's not the easiest way to go through doors. If you go around, it's symmetrical, it's basically the same, as you can see here. And going up to this ladder hatch will bring you into a shooting module. You've seen this before in multiple base builds, so you already know how this works. And it's better to use the default metal skin, but later on I'll show you why I don't use it. Also have these peaks, you can make that into horizontal embrasures as well. You have a turret. This turret can shoot down with angles if they can see people coming in. You can also shoot people from here as well. You have a sneaky peek. It has like some advantageous angles that might surprise people, so yeah, it's there. Okay, so going around, as you can see, you can easily move here even with all this stuff on here. Let's go to the roof. The roof basically extends your shooting floor. So you have windows here, you can see people on your roof before you go up, and coming up you're greeted by beds and more angles to shoot people from and defend. So you have these protected windows where raid bases can't fight you, so people on the ground need to shoot you. Okay, you also have these angles here and a lot of other various angles that most of them will point to your furnace funnel. For higher raid bases, you have these mountain roof styles that you can access by jumping on top of the locker. Accessing your core is on this floor, so it's going to be a lot of boxes. That's why this base is called green. You can even put boxes on the roof, put boxes inside of the shell. You also have a battery here as well. In very late game, I actually remove the battery in the bag and just make it into another loop. Alright, well, that's the tour. Let's go build it. Start off with 2 square foundations and build like so. Initially, I'd like to start by having a wood door, single frame there, so I can chop it out later. And then I do the stairs and make sure that I am secured first. Once we put the double door down, like so, I then put the TC and the boxes and set up everything in the base, because now I'm sure that at least I'm secured. So you don't have to put all these barrels right now, like I'm doing. You can actually put them later on, but yeah, I'm just gonna put them right now since to make the video a little bit more faster. Okay, then you put the frame down and this will be your airlock. So essentially, this is one of the weaknesses of this build, because right now you are, well, 1 door from the top to TC and all your loot. So as soon as you can, you might want to go ahead and take care of that. So we can put 3 furnaces here. You can even add a campfire and a small box, whichever. You can have your workbench here and then 2 more boxes below. The new snapping works really great. And if you have extra stuff, you can do this module right away, just so you at least have a door and a wooden roof for them to raid. So we're gonna make that wood for now, since we are gonna be building up later on. And on here, you wanna go ahead and make that into a triangle, just to make mobility a little bit more faster. If you wanna make that a square one, that's up to you, but yeah. So do the boxes like these, or the barrels rather, and you have to remove this so you can stand on the side when you put these small boxes. And you can snap them to the wall, and then the next one you can snap to the other box, like so. And you can have your electric furnaces now if you have them. And we'll continue on with having 3 more barrels here, just to maximize the space. By the way, you can put like the jungle shelves that comes with the DLC and then small boxes just to fill this entire thing up if you want. Okay, we'll upgrade first before we do the shell, but you don't necessarily have to do this. If you want to do the shell first in stone, completely up to you. I'm just making it metal so it's out of the way. Okay, everything will be reachable for you to upgrade later on. So once that's done, let's just continue finishing everything into metal. And boom. Okay. So symmetry is on. This is how you do the shell. So this is an old school shell for a 2x1 like this. This has been in existence for a very long time. Like I've seen this before, like 2019, 2020. So it's gonna look like that. It's a very compact shell, that's why I like it. And we'll start over here. So full walls. This will be your turret pods, and at the same time it will give you a peek into your main entrance, and at the same time outside as well. So we're gonna put these frames like so. So just build like I'm doing here. You don't necessarily have to put all of this now. Just keep in mind that you at least make sure to place the stuff that will keep the stability on. So that's for your peak. You don't need to metal that. It's like not really important for you to metal. But the back part, yeah, it's good to metal that one, since that will be part of the main shell. And that's your initial shooting floor peak. keep in mind that is not connected until you put this wall, or this half wall rather. So it's not connected to the base, or the main base. So we're gonna make peaks here. And your entrance, this is again symmetrical by 2. If you take a look at the lower left side of the screen, there's going to be the symmetry on icon, or words rather, not icon. And every time that's on, just keep in mind that I'm building in symmetry of 2. We can make that stone. And guys, you can upgrade this stuff according to your resources, okay? You don't necessarily have to upgrade the way that I do it. This is just how I would do it. But hey, if you have like HQM quarry or even like excavator at your command, why not make it all HQM, right? If you can afford it. Okay, so we're gonna put a half wall there. Up, make that stone. Sorry, the server is lagging. It is an EU server, I believe, for Build Sanctuary, since they took out the AU server, so my ping is kind of high. Alright, so we're gonna make your shooting module here. So as soon as possible, I recommend to like at least close the shell and have your jump up, which is kind of like the entire base actually. It's pretty small footprint. So just do as I do, and you'll be fine. So this is your inner peak downs, and as you can see, it looks very familiar. You've seen it before. It's just being implemented in my own like design. So we're gonna put that half wall there just to increase stability. And then we'll do this. Make sure it's brutalist so it doesn't cover that peak below. Jungle skin covers it, and so does the other, mostly other skins, but brutalist gives you that peak. Let's go ahead now and put these down just so you don't fall through and it's easier to jump. I'm making this first so that I can have my windmills up and at least have early turrets, and at the same time to power whatever electronics I have in the base, like your electric furnaces and stuff like that, automation. Because having your turrets early and having like a partly built shell like this, you're at least defendable. So we're gonna remove that and make that into a wall, because now we can jump up from the top. And then we're gonna put your first battery and a locker here. So the first battery later on will be your backup battery, and we'll have 2 other batteries outside. So you'll just have to rewire that. And once you have garage doors, make sure to put them down. If you have armor doors, put them down as well. Again, you don't necessarily have to do this now. It's up to your progression. So on top here, we are gonna make the last floor, but make sure that when you upgrade, this is sheet metal, okay, as it affects the roof later on, and like how it allows you to build it or not. So just make sure you close everything up, HQM that if you like, and then we'll put the doors down just to secure it. So this is where our tier 3 will go later on, and this is what you have. So putting down embrasures, making sure that no one can easily just hang out in our shell. And closing this part since this is your jump up. See here, let me show you and make it into sheet metal. With sheet metal, it makes it a hassle. You can jump over this, but it's just a hassle for you to move around. But you can use it to mess with raiders if they get on your shooting floor and just upgrade it to that. But yeah, as you can see, it's more visible compared to having a sheet metal. And this is essential for you to make it into stone, like the default skin, so you don't fall down. Any other skin that's thinner will get you to pass through that hole right there. You can put some stuff on there as well, but yeah, just to save you the materials. And we're gonna put our early turrets, since we already have our battery and our windmill. So it's gonna be 2 on roof, and we're gonna put I believe the first, that would be below. So let's just do the shell for now. If you want to do the shooting floor and you have the materials for it, go for it. But if you want to prioritize, do 2 on the roof first, so people can't camp your roof, and at the same time do the 4 in the shell. So this is where they go. We're just gonna put these chain link fences, and they would cover the entire base if you have these 4 turrets already. If you have shotgun traps, just put them in the funnel shotgun traps position, and yeah, they would help a lot. Like, getting early rated is a pain in the ass, and this is something that will mitigate that, at least, or give you a better chance to defend. So this is what it looks initially. Let's go ahead and do the exact same thing that we did, and yeah, just go ahead and do what I do here. Remember earlier I mentioned we needed the default metal skin, where this is where you need it. The game will not allow you to build these roofs on top if the building skin is not the default one. So it's not really an issue, you just need to use the default skin. And then we close that up to make sure that the roof is secure. You already have turrets there, now we can start your compound. So to start your compound, you build 5 squares out, and then triangle at the end. Remove the 5 squares and then go back with triangles, and then a square at the end of it, and then put triangles on each side, and then remove this, but leaving 3 triangles at the end of that, and then go out 4 squares. Now, this will create the disconnectable. The only problem with this disconnectable bunker TC is that you cannot honeycomb it on one side, because if you do, it will mess with the stability, and that at one point will not make your disconnectable work. But if you really want to go ahead and up the raid cost of it from 8 to 16, you can just upgrade everything to HQM. So yeah, it's a 300 bunker, and you do it like that. Once you have 78, that's already good. Then do as I do here, so we can come back to the triangle. Somebody once said I couldn't preview. What do you mean, bro? Alright, so open that up, and as you can see, there's still a gap. So we are gonna put the door frame here, and then make that metal to cover that end of the gap. And this is the mechanism. I saw this in a video. I forgot who it was that made this. But yeah, I think this is like the cleanest one so far that doesn't cost more than the old disconnectable. A lot of the things that I saw were either too expensive or just too easy to soft side and all that. So just put a door. If you have an armored door, that even makes it better. Now they have to go through a metal door, a metal wall and the armored door. So how it works, just put that down. So on this side, I just make it into metal, but you can actually just metal everything. This is just me trying to save on resources, but if you have it, go ahead and do that. So once you have this module right here, the disconnectable should have enough stability already to be able to connect. So just leave it for now, and we'll build this part. This will be a bedroom, battery, and locker module. And at the same time, it will have peaks into or out to your furnace funnel. So build as I do here. This is how I do it normally now, even with the gatehouses. I don't know, I just like how it looks. And it gives my turrets double chain link without getting in the way. So we're gonna do it like that. You can see into the furnace funnel. Do the same. I actually forgot to put the low wall on this side in this video, but yeah, just so there's going to be a low wall below that. It's like both sides are going to be identical. So build a side here. Okay, so connecting the disconnectable is as easy as, well, putting these frames. And once you break that, it will disconnect. See? There you go. Just put it right back and then close it. Okay. If you do it right, then you won't have gaps that will enable people to shoot through there, as I've demonstrated in the intro. And I placed this metal one just so people can have a hard time if they plant the soft side, like the HQM. They have to soft side the metal as well and make it a pain. The people will not even bother to do it. So this is the entrance into the compound, and it will also hold another turret. So just build as I build here and see how I do it. So this part, I am gonna metal that so that the foundation doesn't get destroyed easily because of the fact that it's metal, and it's also covered when people are trying to shoot from outside of the base with rockets. The splash won't be as easily as it was. It will be, rather, if it was stone. Yep. Just build as I do. It's pretty easy to build, and I like having my turrets protected. They're like the best thing you can have, especially if you're used to like defending alone or as a duo. So most of the time, even if I'm playing with a team, I end up being the only person awake since I work nights and they just have my computer on. So when I try to defend, it basically is mostly solo or just a duo trying to defend the base against like 7-8 people. And having your turrets is always a really good help. So yeah, just metal everything here and actually HQM the roof. But upgrade the way you want to go ahead and do it. Alright? Put that there, put the garage door. And just make sure you have these here to protect your turrets. And this frame, make it a double door so that when you open it, if you spawn into this bedroom, you can go directly into shell while being protected by the doors. So yeah, that's your disconnectable done. Now let's start with closing the compound with your furnace funnel. So this is fairly easy, just push it over there and you should have enough space. This is the easiest one to do. And then you put your walls. It takes 2 walls. Just do it the way that I do it here. So each side is 2 walls, so a total of only 8 walls. So when you craft now, you may think that walls are more expensive, but when you craft, it crafts 3 walls at the same time. So it's actually cheaper, I think. Once that's done, see, that's the low wall part that was missing, but it doesn't matter. So go ahead and put that. I noticed it after editing already, but yeah, it's there. So go ahead and remember that part. To fully close the compound, let's just put your barricades down. So you can actually put 3 here if you like, but I like to put just 2. Just make sure that it's like so that the wall and the embrasure are both blocking the gap. And on this part, you can put 3. But yeah, if you have like extra stuff, you can always do what you want. This is just for reference on how I would do it. Just remove the twig, and you should have something like that. While I put down a lot of these deployables and some finishings at the base before we get to the roof part, I just like to tell you guys that if you're still watching at this point, put it in the comment. I'm still watching while you were ranting. Guys, I really appreciate it. You guys watching the videos, and a lot of my community is not big. It's a small community. But I appreciate all of you nonetheless. Okay, so just keep that in mind. And yeah, let's continue with building. This is just placements of deployables. So just do as I do. Also, you can make use of the new bamboo shelves that you can put like 2 small boxes, and you can put them all around this 2x1. Okay, I usually do that. but I didn't do it in this video just so I could showcase the base more. But yeah, if you like to do that, you can definitely do it here. And if you have like want to maximize the loot that you can put in here, there's a reason this base is called green. Even in the outer shell, if you have like overflow loot, you can put it on the ground with boxes and the base would still function the way it was intended. Okay, so yeah, just do what you want. This is a base that mostly, like when I build bases, it's for reference for people to make it better. If you can make the base better, good. I'd love that. I'd love to see it actually. Most of the people that is in my Discord would show me the stuff that they build and I will always entertain it. This is a hobby for me, guys. I enjoy it. Remember that. Alright. So this now will create part of the roof shooting floor module. So just build a side build here. Then when you go up, just make sure to upgrade that. You can upgrade that to metal, to stone, it's up to you. Whichever resources you have, doesn't really matter. That's just to close the shooting angles so you can be protected from raid bases. Because this is a short base. Like most raid bases now are like 7 feet tall, especially if you're dealing with some Chinese zergs or well, any zergs for that matter. So yeah, just create it like this. It's very simple, but you are gonna have protected peaks and windows. Alright, just follow what I do and then do it again on the other side. This part here is actually more for aesthetic, just so you can give it a little bit more shape. That's why it's only wood. But yeah, this one is to cover the turrets from being HV'd from above. So we're almost done. We'll just create these mountain roof shooting portion of the roof as well. I said roof a minute ago. Alright, make this into brutalist because it is a brutalist peak, guys. And brutalist peaks are OP. Okay, once that's done, you're gonna put some more deployables, and later on we're gonna put a bed on the roof to ensure that we can climb up to that mountain roof thing that we have going on. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you use the base. Tell me if you do. Go into my Discord. My community is small, like I've said, but they're pretty cool people. So go in there. If you build one of my bases, let me know. I'd love to know about it. Your experiences in it. How was it defending? Did it suck? What did I need to improve? I could show you an entire chat that Pip has just telling me what's wrong with my base. And then we would both go fix it. Because that's what building is about. You experiment on stuff and try to make it better. You don't just make a bass and not test it and tell people that it's great. So yeah, that's why I have people test my bass, or I test it myself, just to provide you guys with a bass that is actually defended, or somebody else did mostly. I mean, Pip and some of my other, either my Greek friends or my Indonesian and Filipino friends, whichever wife they're playing on. So yeah, I'll see you on the next one, guys. Nito out, man.